Icy. How are you both?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. It's so nice to meet you, and I'm so excited I don't know if it was scheduled before and I had to cancel. It was like some confusion, but if either way, I'm so grateful to meet you both.
Thank you for accommodating. We had a busy week last week, and it's kind of crazy. So thank you.
Good. Because yeah, that's what happened. We all of a sudden had a COVID scare, and it was like, now what do we do? But everything's fine. It was just a scare. No COVID here.
Very good. I love your backdrop. You have some fun stuff.
Thank you. Yes, we've all had to. I had to work on creating, the look now with all the Zoom stuff. So I've worked very hard on trying to get it look atmospheric.
It's very good. Very well.
It's funny because I was watching, I don't remember his name, but you guys talked with him. I think Joe Literary.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I saw your background and I was admiring, I don't know what that is right between you guys.
It's a bike.
It's a Peloton.
That's a Peloton bike.
It is?
Yeah, we just have nothing over the screen, but.
Oh, but I was like, what is that piece of cool?
I'm glad it looks more like art and not exercise equipment. That's good.
That's okay. That's hilarious. But I wanted to also thank you for letting me have a chance to screen Posies, because I didn't know what to expect. Kim just contacted me and she's like, hey, I have this short film. You might be interested. It's horror though. And well, you had me at horror, so let's check it out. And then I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever watched. And I'm just going to dive right in so that when I post this, people will be like just joining right in with this. But I wanted to just read this so that people that are watching know the synopsis, which is, as people begin to devolve into monsters, one woman attempts to hide her transformation by placing flowers under her skin, which I was like, I don't know what this is all about. And then I watched it, and right from the beginning, the actress whose name I forgot,
Anna Jope.
She's gorgeous, and the atmosphere is anything any horror person could ever want to see, because it's spooky chic. And was it filmed in New Orleans?
Yes, yeah, we filmed it in Tremé, which is a neighborhood in New Orleans, historically Black neighborhood, the first neighborhood that had the first free people of color.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's an amazing place. I mean, New Orleans in general, it was written for New Orleans.
Yes.
We spend half our time there, at least we did pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And
not so much right now.
Not so much now. We haven't been there since February 2020, which is sad. But yeah, we really wanted to kind of capture the essence and the look and the feel of New Orleans, which is so multi-layered. If you connect to New Orleans, I feel like you connect to it on a spiritual level, but there's something about it that just kind of gets in your blood, and we wanted to kind of find a way to show that aesthetically within the film.
Oh my gosh. Well, done. And are you guys from New Orleans originally, or?
No,
but many past lives.
Past lives. That's interesting. Yeah, that's I'm gonna have to now do some research on. What did you say it was? Treme?
Treme, yeah, Treme.
Okay. My mom's side of the family is from there, and my cousin, she had said I always think she's just messing with me, but she's like, do you know we're related to Marie Laveau? And I was like, we're related to right, and then we are related to a Marie Laveau from back in that time, but we found out from that she was a woman of color, and then we have all these people that were mulatto that were in our family we didn't know. So it was like, wow, we discovered a whole new side. So that's why I was like, are you guys from?
Interesting. Have you not been? You've not been to New Orleans?
No, I've been there, and it's weird because every time when I go, I like feel like what you're saying. It's like I know, like even when I don't know where I know, like it's like somebody's there guiding. It's weird. So
yeah,
I thought it was very cool that you guys had that connection. But I'm diverting from the real purpose of this, which is Posies, which again was one of the most amazing. I haven't, I've seen a lot of movies, late, and this one was short. And I was reading some of the other reviews just to make sure that I understood the symbolism and everything. I'm like, I think this is what this means. But everyone had the same, like, I wanted it to be longer. It was remarkable. And the symbolism is, I loved how Joe, watching his thing, put it with, you were talking about putting the Posies and what it represented, and then just the political atmosphere we've all had to endure the last, we think it more recent, but I think it was, I forget which, Kate maybe pointed out that we've been going through this, or maybe it was Rachel, I forget which one, and I didn't even introduce you guys. We have, oh gosh, I know your first names and not your, Kate.
I'm Katherine Fisher and Rachel Stavis.
Rachel's, oh, and should I call you Katherine instead of Kate?
No, Kate's great too. Yeah, it's just, if we're going by the credits, it's Katherine, but Kate is fantastic.
Okay, so Katherine Stavis and Rachel Fisher.
The other way.
R.H. Other way. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Katherine Fisher, R.H. Stavis, also known as Rachel.
Thank you. Okay, now I'm clear, and anybody watching is clear. And again, we're here for Posies, and these two remarkable ladies created this. And was this I was kind of looking like it at IMDb and stuff, and I've noticed, you both have some work, but is this your first foray into making a movie on your own?
No, this is our first time directing together. And it's Rachel's first time directing. But yeah, it's the first time we've made something as a directing duo. But Rachel's a writer, and she's been a writer for many, many years. And she's kind of moving into directing now as well. And I was a producer for about 15 years, and I moved into directing a couple years ago. So, yeah.
And did you always know you guys would go that route, or?
I don't know, actually. I don't think I did. I was pretty content just writing for a while, but then I have a feature script called Wires that everyone in town really loved, but could not find a female filmmaker to make because it's such a raw, intense thing. So at that point, I just said, well, I guess I'm going to become one so that I can make it. And that's kind of how this all started.
Yeah, so Wires is actually, Posies is technically a proof of concept, although they're very different. But also proof of us being able to work together. So we kind of went out a different way. Usually, like, you make a short and then you make you write the feature. She had the feature, and so then we created the short out of, like, kind of taking the highlights, the kind of the body horror, the general feel of the elegant decay. That's kind of a aesthetic theme that we have. Obviously the location and that kind of world. And we made the short, Rachel wrote the short based off of, like, trying to kind of show those elements that we wanted to prove worked and that audiences would like, to then get the funding to make the feature. So that's where we're at right now. Obviously we're getting the short out as much as possible and seeing, the reactions, which so far they've been great, entirely positive, which is lovely to see, especially since, in COVID time, we can't go to festivals and see people's reactions to it. So having these reviews, doing these kinds of Zoom and podcasts and everything like that has been really helpful to see what the audience reaction has been during this time. So yeah, moving forward, we're just hoping to kind of get the funding in place for Wires and then make the actual feature, which we would hopefully shoot in New Orleans if we can get the money next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is fantastic news, because I think that's a thing that anybody who watches this, they just want to know who is this, who did this, where can we see more, like, that's it. I mean, and not that's it, like some endings are like, that's it. No, it's not that kind of an ending. It's like, holy crap, what did I mean, really, you almost have to watch, which I had to watch it several times because I've never seen anything like that. It's just so beautiful. Everything about it, the acting, the directing, the writing, the atmosphere, the effects. I mean, and you guys said so the women, which I love, your women in horror, your women working in Hollywood. And did you, when you said for the wires, do you want more, as many women working on your projects as possible?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. That's always been, even, I mean, for Rachel, what she's written in the past is always, really focused on really strong female characters and protagonists. For me as a producer, I always definitely emphasize having as many women or gender nonconforming crew and cast as possible, and that's just something we would want to take forward, as we go forward. And for Wires, I mean, for Posies, we had our production designer was, I mean, it was a predominantly female crew. I don't know the percentages. So. We had a couple of department heads who were male, but the idea is, to kind of get as many perspectives and really embrace diversity behind the camera, because the way it affects what's on the screen, I think, is profound in that it can really having that input, from a diverse crew and cast can make it so like little things appeal on what's on screen. Little things appeal to a vast, a wide variety of people. So it's like the more authentic we feel we can get behind the camera, the more authentic the experience, I think, for viewing it can be. So that's always been our goal, and certainly will be for Wires.
Yes.
Oh my God. And do you guys have any like GoFundMe or anything like that set up for?
No, we're going the traditional route, to funders essentially for films, for features, because we need a decent amount of money to do it. Because in Posies, we do have quite a few practical and visual effects, but for Wires, it's like 4 times that. So it's a lot. It's just a lot.
Okay.
So we have to go the traditional route.
Okay.
We do though have an amazing production company on board with us, Pamela Adlin, who also is our executive producer on Posies. Her production company, Slam Book Inc., is attached to Wires. So that's really the next phase of where we're going, both with Posies and with Wires.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll have to do it right, and that's really the only way we want to do it. We would need a significant amount of money that a GoFundMe or any kind of crowdfunding probably wouldn't reach.
Yeah.
But that said, the more people see Posies, the more people like it, the more people want to see more of it, the more ammo it gives us to then go out and tell financiers, this is something that could be, successful for you, and something that people want to see, while also, maintaining that integrity and that beauty and that elegant decay and that kind of feel that we've tried to create with Posies.
And that's the aesthetic I think that we are consistent about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because horror does not have to be ugly, essentially. It can be beautiful, and it can be in beautiful settings, and even especially I think body horror, you really have an opportunity to do something stunning with it. And that's kind of the goal.
It's almost more haunting the way that you guys approached it with the flowers. And I don't want to give too much away. But I do, because I want to know that's why I asked, like, how can people help you? Like, what's the best way besides I don't gain the word out, but how do we make you guys so sought after that people are like, okay, who are these folks? And let's get on. Like, that's like a goal I want now for you guys, just to people to know your name. So they're like out, they're looking this up. Because I think once you see it, you can't believe how amazing what you guys put together is. It's so good. I would not be this way. Like I am normally very positive, but really I was like so thankful Kim said, do you want to see this? And I said, just something in my head said yes, like, it just was a sixth sense, like, you want to see this, you won't be disappointed. And it's incredible. And I think the thing that I really like is I live in a place where I'm in the minority with thinking, and it's was like, oh my gosh, this is a whole different take on the chaos that we've been experiencing and just where people are headed and the commentary on that. And is that kind of what you were going for? I hope, and I'm not misinterpreting.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's been a good 5 years of, people feeling emboldened and empowered to be the worst of the worst. And, there is a consequence to that in Posies, that even the nuanced things that people have been okay with throughout society for all this time are actually adding up to something. So I think, everything's been coming to the surface with people, both good and bad, really. And I wanted to kind of create something where that was also coming to the surface physically.
Ooh, and it does. And it's good. And I think too, like, and I don't know, maybe I know in the interview with Joe, you said that it was to kind of conceal the smell that's the Posies under the skin. But is it also one of those things where we try to mask ourselves in all these subtle different ways and hide who we really, it doesn't always have to be visual. It can also be these little things we tuck inside ourselves to.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. I think that everyone wears a lot of different masks, in their day. And it's kind of, again, like that very physical manifestation of those emotions.
It was incredible. And did you envision all of that, like the under the skin and the change that, like,
Yeah.
in your head you saw that and then made it happen?
Yes, I mean, those were in the script
Yeah.
from moment one.
Yeah, and we worked with some incredible special effects and visual effects teams to really kind of bring those ideas to life, and they did an incredible job.
I mean, it's really, it's amazing. Okay, so how do people, so this premiere, or did it premiere in the LA Shorts International?
Premiere in LA Shorts, and then we're having our international premiere at Fright Fest in a week and a half.
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Oh, so is there a way people can watch that through Fright Fest?
Yes,
we don't have the details yet, but Fright Fest, it is actually the first in-person festival that we're in. Where sadly we can't go because of COVID, but because it's in London. But
but they are doing a digital.
But they are also doing a digital festival, so there will be an opportunity to watch it again online there. Also, we have some other festivals coming out. So if folks follow myself and Rachel on even Instagram or Twitter, we'll be announcing where you can watch it. As the festivals get announced.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get your Instagram so I can add that into everything, like when I post this and everything.
Oh, awesome! Thank you. Yes, yeah. That's the best way for us to be able to communicate. Where to see it.
Okay, good, because I know people, and I was like, well, how do I ask? How do people see this? And what about what's next for? So Wires is in the works. Is there anything else beyond that?
I have a television series with FX coming soon that we are working on. Again, with Pamela Adlin, who is the best, and also Bellatrix, Emma Roberts' company. They're super awesome. So we're in the throes of that right now, and I have can I even say this? I have something coming out for television on Halloween.
Can you say a station or anything, or a channel, or
it's on Tubi. So it's a streaming network that is free that you'll be able to watch October 31st.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. We get to see more of you, because I just like more and more. How do I get more? I mean,
well, in that one you'll see my face. It's not the same thing, but
but that's exciting. And you have a book too, don't you?
Yes, I do. My book is called Sister of Darkness, and it came out with HarperCollins a couple of years back.
And is it nonfiction? Did I read that you're a non-secular exorcist?
Yes, that is actually what I do. I've been doing that for 10 plus years now. And it's a memoir, basically, Sister of Darkness. So that's all about my crazy life.
Oh my
Which
gosh.
is also what
so-
the FX show is about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So this is why you guys are so awesome. You're like entrenched. Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. I can't thank you enough. I'll keep it really short because I was like, I don't want to go longer than Posies was, but I'm just so excited to talk to you both. And again, watch Posies. Thank you, Katherine
Yeah.
Stavis. No,
Fisher.
I'm getting it all messed up. I don't
all
have
good.
it. I'm very visual, so I have to read things. Otherwise, in my head, it's like this. So that's why I'm so confused. I didn't know how to make my Zoom screen go split so I could see my notes.
No worries. Kate
Big
and Rachel.
applause.
That's
Kate
fine.
and Rachel, that was all good. Nobody needs last names.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Kate and Rachel, thank you so much. People find Posey, so Fright Fest.
Yes.
Yeah, Fright Fest. But if you follow Rachel, it's just R.H. Stavis at R.H. Stavis on Twitter. She'll let everybody know where you can watch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put the link up as soon as I have it for how to buy the digital tickets for the fest.
Okay, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, thank you guys again, and I hope you both have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you
so
for having
much.
us. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. This is the kind of thing that, helps us do the work that we want to do. So we're
Oh.
very grateful that you had
I
us.
hope anything. That's what I was like. How do I help you guys? Because however to spread the word, people need to know, and I know that that's how that it works. That if people hear something and see something, then the audience can make it bigger. So that's what just needs to happen. So
Yeah. No, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
oh, good. Well, thank you again, and have a great day.
Thank you. You too.